Hola. Best way to stop a conversation, right? Buenos días, me llamo Lori Tidyman Jones y soy miembro del equipo de artes de adoración. Good morning, my name is Lori Tidyman Jones and I serve as a member of the worship arts team. Bienvenido a la Iglesia Unitaria Universalista de Fresno, California. Welcome to the University, I can say it better in Spanish, Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno. Happy Pride Month! Feliz mes de orgullo. Hello to the virtual campus, thank you for being here, and everyone here, of course. We are one congregation in many places. Somos una congregación en muchos lugares. Let's pause for a moment and acknowledge that our physical campus sits within the traditional homelands of the Yucuts and Mono peoples, the past and present stewards of the land. As Unitarian Universalists, we welcome you no matter your race, cultural of origin, age, spiritual background, or religious beliefs. We welcome you no matter your disabilities, the amount of money in your bank account, your level of education, or your neurodiversity. You are welcome with or without documentation, con papeles o sin papeles. No human being is illegal at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno. You are welcome if you are lesbian, gay, bi, trans, non-binary, gender fluid, or questioning. Todos son bienvenidos aquí. If you're on the virtual campus, we want to make sure everyone has a chance to share their joys, concerns, gratitude, sorrows, so please type those in the chat box now. Someone will write those down and then give them to Tim so he can include them later in the service. If you don't do it right now, it will not happen, so time to get on that. Our worship theme for this month is celebrating blessings. After the service day, I invite you to join me at the discussion table, which is just right there. I don't even know where I'm going, for a hopefully lively conversation about the blessings in our lives. I'd especially love for you to join me if you're new or newish to the church, but everyone is welcome. The after-service coffee hour can be overwhelming, a little daunting. It is for me even still. So the discussion table might be a comfortable way for you to meet a few people while sharing in a set discussion. Today is our annual high school senior bridging service. And we will be celebrating the blessings of our two graduating seniors, Scarlett and Kiana. Oh, there she is. Now, through the chat box, in person, or in the silence of your own heart, let's take a moment to say buenos dias and greeting one another.
Thank you, Lori.
You're welcome.
You all got quiet. Normally you don't do that, and I didn't even do the magic yet. On this Sunday of Pride Month and Pride Week, as we celebrate Kiana and Scarlett, as we also think about the transitions, the changes in our own lives, because all of us are going through changes and transitions, no matter who we are, no matter our age. Let the sound of the tingsha take us to that quiet place within that is timeless, that is ageless, that is infinite love.
Chasing the years of my life. 15, there's still time for you. Time to buy and time to lose yourself within a morning star. 15, I'm alright with you. 15, there's never a wish better than this. When you've only got 100 years to live, half the time goes by, suddenly you're wise. Another blink of an eye, 67 is gone, sun is getting high, we're moving on. I'm 99 for a moment, I'm dying for just another moment, and I'm just dreaming, counting the ways to where you are. 15, there's still time for you. 22, I feel it too. 33, you're on your way. Every day's a new day. Ooh, 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 ooh. 15, there's still time for you. Time to buy and time to choose. Hey, 15, there's never a wish better than this. When you've only got 100 years to live.
Good morning. Buenos dias. I'm Ida Jones, a member of the Worship Arts team. Welcome to my home in Elk Grove, just outside of Sacramento. We truly are one congregation, many places. If you have a candle or chalice, please bring it close as we'll be lighting it soon. On this annual high school senior bridging Sunday service, I share words by author and feminist Anias Neen. She was born to Cuban parents in France in 1903 and is widely celebrated as a novelist. She is an inspiration to many, including the music legend we know as Madonna. Her most famous quote is, "We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are." But this morning, as Reverend Tim lights the chalice on our Alluvial Avenue church campus, and as you kindle a flame in the sanctuary of your home or heart, I share these words of Anias Neen. We do not grow absolutely chronologically. We grow sometimes in one dimension and not in another, unevenly. We grow partially. We are relative. We are mature in one realm and childish in another. The past, present, and future mingle and pull us backward, forward, or fix us in the present. We are made of layers, cells, constellations. And now, to light the chalice. Ashe, may it be so.
I invite us to rise in body or spirit and join in singing a song I think just about all of us know, Imagine, John Lennon.
Imagine there's no heaven. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people. Imagine all the people living for today. Living for today. Imagine there's no countries. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion too. Imagine all the people. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. But I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. I hope someday you will join us. And the whole world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. No need for greed or hunger. Or folks with empty hands. Or folks with empty hands. Imagine all the people. Imagine all the people. Sharing all the world. Sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. But I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us.
invite us to remain standing as we share together our mission statement. La misión de la Iglesia Unitaria Universalista de Fresno es amar inclusivamente, crecer espiritualmente, servir con gratitud y trabajar por la justicia. The mission of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno is to love inclusively, grow spiritually, serve gratefully, and work for justice. Please be seated. So, any church and any faith tradition that can quote the gospel according to the Beatles is okay in my book. So today's a big day for us because it's actually only the second time since March 2020 that our kids have joined us in the sanctuary for the first part of the service. So welcome to all of our young people. I say make as much noise as you want for the next 7 minutes. So I've got a question for everybody. How many of us have ever in our life made a wish? Okay. Is anybody willing to share one of those wishes? Nico, if you could bring up the portable, that would be good. I'm going to mask up. Who's willing to share a wish that you have made at some point in your life? Anybody? Okay.
I wish they would find a cure for leukemia.
That's a really good, that's a beautiful, selfless wish. Okay, we're going to the rainbow row back here. Happy Pride to the rainbow row.
I wish they'd find a cure for HIV.
Amen, amen. This is one more wish. Oh, I see over here, you're making me run all the way over to Darcy. I'm getting my exercise.
I wished for a puppy.
So how many of us have ever wished for a puppy? Okay, so today we are going to make a wish. We're going to make a hope that we have for two really extraordinary high school graduates. I know them both, and I can say I'm a better person because I've had the great privilege of knowing you both. So Kiana, would you stand for a moment? And Scarlett, would you stand? So, yay! We're going to be spending a whole lot of time with Kiana and Scarlett today, but this is the chance for all the kids to help make a wish for Kiana and Scarlett as they begin this next chapter in their lives. So I know that Eva gave every kid 2 clear gemstones. So can you put one in one hand and one in the other hand? And now one of these gemstones is going to go to Kiana. One of them is going to go to Scarlett. And so what I want all the kids to think about, they're just a little bit older than you. What is it that you wish for them? It might be they get chocolate chip cookies every day. It might be that you wish for them to have good friends. It may be that you wish for them to know that they are loved. But this is your chance, kids. One wish. What is it you want to wish for Kiana and Scarlett? And shut your eyes and make that wish in your heart and imagine that those 2 stones are filling up with your wish for Kiana, your wish for Scarlett. And grown-ups, have an imaginary gemstone. Make your wish for them as well. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen. And now, kids, what we're going to do is Cheyenne is going to stand up. This is the awesome Cheyenne. And Cheyenne, if you could move all the way out to the entrance, right outside the entrance of the church, Cheyenne is going to have 2 bags. And when you pass Cheyenne, you're going to put 1 gemstone in the bag that's going to be for Kiana. You're going to put 1 gemstone in the bag that's going to be for Scarlett. And they're going to have your wish for them for the rest of their lives. And so we're going to sing our kids out. We're going to want the kids to exit the center aisle. And if you could go all the way outside the church, Cheyenne, so that you're out on the pavement. And Chloe will help you. And let's sing our kids as they head down the center aisle.
We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life. We hold you in our love as you go.
Wow. So I think a year ago, March, April, May, June, a year ago, this week was the first time that we met in this sanctuary, live in person on Alluvial Ave, as well as our beautiful virtual campus. At that time, we had 0 children and families connected to the church programming, and look what we've grown in this year. And I want to take a moment just to acknowledge the extraordinary work that Eva Veoto has done as our Sunday morning program coordinator. And although she will be stepping away from that part-time position beginning in July as a full-time director of lifelong learning arrives, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to Eva and the gift she's given our families, our children, and the future of Unitarian Universalism. And so I invite us to take a nice centering breath in, breathing in peace, breathing out love. We breathe in peace, we breathe out love. We breathe in peace. We breathe out love. We continue breathing together, joined in beloved community by our intention to grow together, to learn together, to change together, to love together. Allow that breath with your imagination to carry you back over the last 7 days, the last week of your living. What did you see or hear? What did you experience? In the last week, a question: how did you bring kindness into the world? And if we didn't, we love each other and we acknowledge that. And perhaps we set kindness as an intention for this new week. And so our second question: what do you need from yourself or the universe to step more fully into the week ahead? We acknowledge that we're together, a complex mix of emotions filled with joys, sorrows, gratitudes, and so many concerns, so many concerns. This is that time in the service where we create spaciousness to feel that, to acknowledge that, and for some of us to give voice to it. Some of us, when we entered the sanctuary this morning, we wrote down a personal joy, concern, or sorrow and dropped it in the small basket at the entranceway to the church. Others on our beautiful virtual campus. And looking at this stack of cards I have, I think a lot of you on the virtual campus today also sent in joys and sorrows. Before I share those, I want to just collectively, together, let us grieve the deaths in yet another mass shooting in this country. This time it was on June 1st in a hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then again last night in a city street, 3 others killed. Point out that in that hospital shooting, the assault rifle was purchased on the same day as the shooting. That was in addition to 12 other mass shootings over the Memorial Day weekend. That's in addition to the suicides, in addition to shootings on city streets, including here in Fresno, with gun violence that impacts BIPOC communities. Death from gunshot has now replaced car accidents as the leading killer of children in this country. Let's be clear, as I said last week, military assault rifles have one purpose only: to kill people, as many as possible, as quickly as possible. And my Unitarian Universalist faith tells me assault rifles should be banned in this country. We also collectively mark that Putin's immoral war on the Ukraine has passed the 100-day mark. So much loss. So much loss. These are some of the joys and sorrows that fill our sanctuaries. Christina is a joy that she has a functioning bathroom. Beloved Mike and Ann Petrovich here on our Alluvial Avenue, they have a gratitude, thanks to Rev Tim, musicians, and all who have inspired us over the years with your genuine goodness. Come visit us when you're in Ashland, Oregon, our new home. So your final time with us in this sanctuary, we send you off with love and gratitude for all that you both have brought to this church community for so many years. Blessings. Reed is feeling joyful that his wife's, Laura's, hard work has come to fruition with the Circle V conceptual design presentation yesterday, hoping to share the space and vision of the Indigenous and Environmental Resource Center at the UU Family Hike next Saturday morning. Good commercial, sticking that in there, Reed. I love it. Ian is filled with much passion, connection, love, commitment, and courage for his family, and very excited to announce his marriage to Hannah. Congratulations. Stand up. Yay! Blessings, blessings. Eleanor here on our Alluvial Ave is feeling grateful, joyful, and sorrowful. Gratitude to the donor West for honoring Anna, sorrow for Elliot, who must leave his school, and joy for Sophie, the first recipient of the Anna Richards Scholarship. And we love you, and we love Anna, and hold her in our memories and in our hearts, Eleanor. Bernadette is joyful that she got to sing with the Raging Grannies at Pride yesterday, as well as providing kazoos for everybody who marched in our contingent. Pat and George are feeling joyful. They are joyful that Ian and Hannah were married last week in Hawaii. We can attest that there is no better place to get married than in that land. Aloha, that land of aloha. So, blessings. Bernadette, also, boy, you're just going to get surrounded with celebrations. Bernadette is celebrating Hannah and Ian, and also that Hannah is singing as newlywed this morning. Vicky is grateful for her Pride team and tablers, John R., Ron S., Bernadette P., Chloe O., Jen G., Ashley P., Sharon and Dave S. You are amazing, giving, and loved. And Vicky, where's Vicky this morning? Vicky, you have to stand up for organizing Pride. That booth was amazing. It was fabulous. Patty Bennett is feeling gratitude to Vicki for coordinating the Pride Festival team. Judy Kuipers on our virtual campus, great feelings of gratitude in helping my daughter celebrate her retirement after 30 years of truly outstanding teaching for the Clovis school system. So proud and happy for her. We celebrate her, Judy. Jennifer is feeling joyful for allowing herself to go with the flow this week, because when I did, I was prospered in wonderful ways and unexpectedly blessed. I wish the same for all of you. Thank you, Jennifer. And Scroopy is feeling a sorrow, feeling lost, useless, and hopeless. Relationship is suffering, feeling overwhelmed with everything around me. We are holding you in light and love. Christina on our virtual campus is feeling a sorrow that there are so many California citizens who are now homeless, who have neither showers, toilets, or clean clothes. And that is Christina. And Laura is feeling a sorrow, remembering her classmate Danielle, who died 18 years ago this past week. We hold you, and we hold Danielle in our hearts. We remember, too, our beloved church members and friends who are living with health challenges, who are compromised mobility or other impacts to their well-being. We lift up Donna P., who has been hospitalized now for a very long period of time and is seriously ill. And Donna, we're holding you in love and light on this morning, and also acknowledging, grieving that while you've been hospitalized, you lost your beloved canine animal companion as well. We lift up Edith H., William H., Laura G., who's with us this morning, always holding you in life and love. Molly K., Glenda R., Pat M., Al G., Brandon E., and Josephine J. Last week, we offered congratulations to Emily and Tristan Kaizinga and older sister Abby, as well as grandparents Valerie and Steve on the birth of Miles. I got a picture this week of Miles. We just had to show him. He's so cute. And last but not least, just acknowledging today is World Environment Day 2022. The theme is Only One Earth, focusing on living sustainably in harmony with nature. And so, for all of this, and we acknowledge that today there was a lot alive among us, we light our candle of community. We light our second candle, as is our custom. This candle burns for the over 6.3 million citizens of the world who have lost their lives in this pandemic, over 1 million of whom are Americans. And so as our candles burn, and in the enormity of all that was shared this morning, let us join our voices in our call to meditation with our newlywed Hannah. Voice still and small.
Voice still and small, deep inside all, I hear you call, singing in storm and rain, sorrow and pain, still we remain singing, calming my fears, quenching my tears, through all the years singing. Pequeña voz dentro del ser, oigo tu voz cantando. En mi dolor, llanto y terror, siento tu amor cantando. Siempre darás calma y solas en mi pesar.
Greetings again, everyone. I'm Ida Jones, a former member of the Board of Trustees and a current member of the Worship Arts team. Asking for financial contributions is essential and at the same time can be awkward. So I'll start with what I do. I support this church and its mission. I pledge and also contribute what I can, when I can financially because, among other reasons, as a former member of the Board of Trustees, I have firsthand knowledge of how carefully Reverend Tim and the board serve as steward to the budget. I'm so impressed, I could probably use them from time to time to manage my family budget too. Okay. Reverend Tim and the board consistently review the church's mission and analyze how church funds could be used to sustain that mission. During the first nearly 15 months of the pandemic, the minister and board reviewed and managed pledge drive funds to sustain the dedicated and awesome staff, our fantastic minister, and the church campus, along with other church activities. As a member of the Board of Trustees, I saw how so many extra financial gifts contributed both by those who submitted funds in addition to their pledges and those who mainly contributed during the offering helped support and sustain the church during the challenging months of the pandemic. I saw how those extra gifts helped the church continue its mission. We need those extra gifts to continue so that our church can move forward into the future during the months ahead. And we give you heartfelt thank yous for your past, current, and future contributions. Now, there are several ways you can make your offering, including Cash App, PayPal, credit card, text, or check in the mail. A slide will appear with all that information in just a moment. But first, in the spirit of grateful generosity, will you join with me in saying our words of offering? If not us, then who? If not open hearts, then what? If not now, then when? If not here, then where? If not generously, then how? If not us, then who? Thank you in advance for saying yes. May this church continue to be worthy of the many forms of your gifts.
So normally, around this time in the service, we would get up and sing, which is actually a hidden stretch break. But we're going to be singing actually near the end of the service to bless our bridging high school seniors. So I think it's time for a little stretch break and shake out before we bridge. So I invite everybody, as you're willing or able, to just stand up and maybe do a little stretch. And as we like to do, maybe give our left hand a shake, our right hand a shake, our left foot a shake, a right foot a shake, and the all-important butt wiggle. We go, nice deep breath in, arms up, and as we let go of that breath, we can sink back into our seats, answering our phones. It's God calling, and she's very happy today. Today's high school bridging ceremony is an invitation to celebrate Kiana and Scarlett, our now graduated high school seniors. Today's bridging ceremony is also an invitation for each and every one of us to reflect on the changes and transitions we're experiencing in our own lives. Kiana and Scarlett will bridge from childhood into emerging adulthood. But what personal bridge is our life currently calling us to cross over in our own lives? In our own lives, what are we being called to leave behind? What new aspect of ourself or our life are we being called to cross into, step into, and begin exploring? As Unitarian Universalists, we believe in the potential goodness within each person. We believe that the boundaries of human hearts can expand to hold more, encompass more, and love more. We say no child is born into this world stained by original sin. We say every child born into this world is filled with original blessing. We affirm this goodness, this original blessing in our child dedication and naming ceremony. When a child is born or when their family becomes part of a Unitarian Universalist congregation, we often share together, if the parents or guardians so choose, a ceremony in which we rejoice in the promise and hope of every young child. We bless that infant or child with their name. We bless them with the 4 elements of creation: earth, air, fire, and water. And the congregation pledges to be worthy guardians of each young life, building a community in which every child will grow surrounded by beauty, embraced by love, and cradled in the arms of peace. Today's bridging ceremony is the culmination of that promise made to every child in this congregation. The bridging ceremony we celebrate marks the transition of our youth into their emerging young adulthood. This can be a time of tremendous change and stress and opportunity. The bridging ceremony is a rite of passage that welcomes these young people into the rewards and responsibilities of adult life. We understand that the bridge has 2 sides. One side is childhood and adolescence. On the other side lies a vast frontier of young adulthood, full of the unknown, new challenges, and boundless opportunities. We, the adult members of this church community, we are also on the other side of this bridge. We gather with our arms open to welcome them and our minds prepared to mentor and also learn from them. And our hearts are prepared to share life together with them and walk alongside them in a new way. Even if you do not know Kiana and Scarlett, you are connected to them through this church community, through your being present today. Your energy connects with them. And just like those gemstones that our little kids had, and they put their wishes into that, and Kiana and Scarlett will carry those gemstones if they choose the rest of their lives, the energy that we share and impart with them and upon them today, they will carry that with them from this place, from our virtual campus for the rest of their lives. So, let us meet our high school graduates, Kiana and Scarlett. Kiana has chosen to be introduced by her dad, Keith, and Scarlett has chosen to speak to us herself. First, we welcome Kiana and her mom and dad, Adriana and Keith, to the chancel. Please welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Kiana, your mother and I are so proud of the person that we have seen you become over the past several years. Looking at you today, we are so blessed to have you as our daughter. I wish that I could personally take all the credit for how well you turned out, but I can't. Your mom played a part too, just a little bit. Okay, a lot. The fact is that you are not only guided by your mother and I, but you are also guided by the community around you, including this church and its principals. We've made some great friends who have become our family along the way. You are surrounded by love and people who love you. I think that's the secret ingredient to making a wonderful human being. Love. Kiana, my daughter, you are a wonderful human being. We are proud of you, Kiana. We're proud of all your accomplishments. Nevertheless, we are more proud of the young woman you are becoming. You're smart, funny, persistent, empathetic, compassionate. You have been a great daughter, sister, and friend. You have steadfast morals and values and possess a strong belief in social justice, all of which has been reinforced by attending our very own church school. Kiana, mi chiquita, to put it simply, you have integrity, despite the fact that I'm not always the best influence. For example, when you were little, I took you to ice cream, and I told you not to tell your mom. The first thing you did when you got home was tell your mom. And you're still that way.
Yes.
I admire that. You have become such a good person. You remind me to be a better person. You remind me not to cuss at traffic. You encourage me to be the best moral person I can be. Kiana, mija, you confided in me a few weeks ago that you had a wonderful childhood. You said that you felt that you never had to go without. Well, I'm here to tell you that you never went without what you really needed. No, we never had much family around. You were without grandparents on both sides and without extended family support. Additionally, your mother and I made the conscious decision to live on one income, knowing full well that most of our generation is stuck in a two-income trap. However, we understood what was really important. We understood that you needed us, so we had to be there for you. Little did we know that would be one of the best decisions that we had ever made in our lives. It was our beginning of a wonderful relationship, building like drops of rain that find each other and build to become a river. We were drawn together. We became bound together.
Amen. Kiana, mi corazón, sorry, as you enter adulthood, you're about to embark on a new and exciting journey, going to college and working towards your passion, be it medical school or any other career you decide to get. My wish for you on this journey is to continue in becoming yourself, not what society or people expect you to be. I wish for you to become the young lady who knows herself, who feels rooted and confident, but most of all, knows that she's loved. So, I love you a lot.
Kiana, mi tesoro, my wish for you on this journey is that you enjoy your path forward. Make good friends from many cultures. Be sure to help out people. Enter a career that helps this world become a better place. Serve your community. I wish for you one day to look back on your life with content, satisfaction, and no regrets. We love you, mija. Thank you.
I just wanted to thank my parents really quickly, and also this congregation for giving me all of the love and support throughout my whole life. Thank you guys so much.
For the last year and a half, every Thursday, I've had the extraordinary blessing of spending an hour as one of the co-facilitators of our youth group with a remarkable young woman. Scarlett is intelligent. She is so inquisitive. That brain of yours can hold so much. That heart of yours is so big, and it is filled with compassion for the most vulnerable among us. And you have a sense of humor that can make 8th graders laugh and laugh and laugh. And so, dear congregation, it is my honor to introduce to you Scarlett, who has chosen to speak directly to her church community. Welcome, Scarlett.
Hi, everyone. My name is Scarlett. Oh, I'll leave it on. My name is Scarlett Bro, and I am a recent graduate of Clovis Online School and will soon be starting Clovis Community College for the summer and fall semesters. After that, I will be transferring to UC Riverside, where I hope to major in media and cultural studies. I have been coming to this church since 2020. Since then, I have been a part of the YRUU group, and it has been one of the many things that has kept me coming back. I first started attending YRUU meetings in person right before the pandemic began. The transition for me was easy at first, since I was already doing online school and was at home the majority of the time, but then I couldn't go out and I couldn't spend time with my friends and most of my family in person. I lost the structure in my life that was holding me together after a very difficult time. But then there was YRUU, something I could go to every week. Even though the meetings would be on Zoom, going was still a very enjoyable and uplifting experience for me. We got to play games, we got to know each other, and we got to talk about important social justice issues. Over time, YRUU has evolved into something that was so much more than just those 3 things. It became a welcoming and important community for me. From these meetings, I have learned the strength of community, the value of justice, and the power of connection between youths and people from older generations. And I have also learned how to have fun in between. As a final statement, I would like to thank Tim, Danny, Ida, Alex, Cheyenne, Ellis, and any other people who have been a part of YRU and also of my life. Thank you.
And I invite Kiana to come on back up. Kiana, Scarlett, in a moment, you will take a symbolic walk down the center of our Alluvial Ave sanctuary and congregation. As you walk, leaving the chancel, you will symbolically leave your childhood behind you. As you pass through the congregation, those here on our Alluvial Avenue campus and also those who are with us on our virtual campus, they are going to offer silent blessings of love and good wishes for you. Take it in. Fill every cell of your body with that love, for it's as real as anything you will ever encounter in your life. When you reach the end of the center aisle, there will be young adults waiting to welcome you into your young adulthood, and you'll begin the next chapter in your life journey. As you prepare to make this symbolic walk, and as Leslie begins light piano underscoring, we present you with two gifts. The first, a red rose. As Unitarian Universalists, when we dedicate children in our child blessing ceremony, we give the child a rose, but we remove the thorns from that rose. But today, your rose has thorns. These thorns are symbolic of the challenges you will encounter as you continue on your life's journey, things that may hurt, startle, or give pause. But you've already shown us that you will grow through those challenges and be stronger and more resilient because of it. But remember that that rose is more than the thorn. The rose is also a symbol of love. As you go forward, may it remind you that you walk in love, that there is a love holding you. There's a love holding all that you love. There is a love holding all. You rest in this love. Enclosed in a soft cloth bag, we offer you a second gift, a chalice. The chalice is the symbol of our shared Unitarian Universalist faith. This wooden chalice is in the shape of two cupped hands, open, ready to receive the blessings and the bounty of life. May you, your whole life long, open your heart and your mind in a similar way. The open space in that chalice holds a stone. It's grounding you to the earth for those moments when you need to regain balance again. And that stone holds a candle whose flame represents the warmth of our love for you. Light that candle when you want to remind yourself that you are good and that you are loved. Also, to be held in the open bowl of the chalice are the gemstones that earlier in the service our children filled with their wishes for you, their youthful dreams for you, young adults. And now we as a congregation will offer you a blessing before you bridge. So first, I invite the family of Kiana and Scarlett to come forward to be here at the base of the chancel. I'm going to invite our young adults, if you are between the ages of 19 and 43, you are a young adult. I'm going to invite you to go back to the doors of the church here so that you can welcome Kiana and welcome Scarlett as they are joined with you in that young adulthood. So, wow, there's a lot of you. 19 to 43. That's beautiful. So to offer a blessing, when we use the word blessing, we're not talking about anything that's magical or superstitious. What we're talking in Unitarian Universalism is blessing is just taking all the love that's in our heart and we're directing it towards a person or a thing. For some of us, we believe there's an actual transfer of energy. For others of us, it's symbolic. But actual or symbolic, both are real. And so, with our family, our parents, with our young adults, I'm going to invite you to take one hand, just place it on your heart. I'm going to invite the congregation to do that as well. And reach your other hand with the palm up towards Scarlett and Kiana. And imagine that the love is flowing from your heart to them. And I invite you all to repeat after me these words of blessing. Kiana and Scarlett, you are ready now. Pass from your childhood into your young adulthood. We are ready now to let you go. We are with you in spirit. But the steps you take now are all your own. May the longtime sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Que así sea, bendito sea. May it be so, blessed be, amen. May it be so, blessed be, amen. Kiana, bridge now in love. Scarlett, bridge now in love. Please welcome the newest young adults of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno. All of our young adults return to the seats. I invite the rest of us to remain standing. We have one last blessing. We are going to sing Forever Young. So young adults, come on back in. Let us sing.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a brother to the stars and climb on every rung, and may you stay forever young. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young. strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful, may your heart always be sung, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young.
Please be seated for our chalice extinguishing as we welcome back Ida.
One congregation, many places. I appreciate and honor those words that welcome me where I am. And the words of Anias Neen are a powerful way to remind us to accept where we are at different points in our places, days, and our lives. We should not fret if we make childish, or maybe not so childish mistakes at a certain point, because we do not grow in a linear fashion. As we prepare to end our service and enter into our afternoon, please join us in our chalice extinguishing words led by Karen and Troy.
Extinguimos esta llama, pero no la luz de la verdad, el calor de comunidad o el fuego de nuestro compromiso. Estos los llevaremos en el corazón. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I hope to see all of you next week.
Wonderful. So I have just a few reminders before we bring our service to a close with our closing words and then our sung benediction. I'm going to invite our bridging high school senior graduates as well as family, if you wish to be in the receiving line outside to receive the appreciation and congratulations of this congregation. Hannah as well, if you want to be in the receiving line. I know you could even bring Ian and folks can say congratulations on your marriage. She doesn't know that I'm going to do this, but I am going to spring this on Mariah. This week, we were welcomed to our staff team, our acting, administration, and facilities manager, Mariah Muborn. Mariah, would you come up? And we're just so excited to welcome you to our staff team. All things administration and facility-wise, please welcome Mariah. Yeah, come up, yay! Awesome, welcome. And this week we also made the announcement that Karen Polnitz, a longtime member of the church, will be joining our staff as our new full-time director of lifelong learning beginning in July. As I joked, the median age of the staff just crashed this week, and that is a good thing. So welcome, Mariah. I'm so excited to have you. Thank you. So just a few quick reminders. Exiting the sanctuary, just right this way. Let's allow our socially distanced folks to leave first through the doorway and where Andrew is, and there are baskets if you feel so moved to drop gold bullion or diamond earrings or dollars, feel free. Outside is coffee hour. We invite you to stay for caffeine. Also, who would want to miss the after-service discussion table with Laurie Tiedemann-Jones? There's a lot of great questions that you're going to be facilitating us with. Patty should have that. You have that. Also outside, 8th principle, some questions regarding our commitment to dismantling white supremacy culture within this congregation and the denomination at large. Please look for those boards and tables and questions and write your thoughts. Also, Yay, Bill reminded it when he walked in, he had his ballot. Vote, vota, drop your ballot at the drop box on our church campus or in the mailbox. If you feel called to work for justice, we're inviting you tomorrow to join us for the Central Valley IAF. This is a gathering of congregations and other community groups. It is a new social justice force that is just really getting momentum in the Central Valley. So tomorrow from 6:30 to 7:30 at St. Anthony Mary Claret Church in Southwest Fresno, we invite you to join our small but growing team. And there'll be a table in the breezeway where you can pick up a handout for more information. This is going to be making a big change. And see, Dave and Sharon, you're going to be at the table after the service. And look for social media today and tomorrow because we have videos from Rebecca, Dave, and Ryan who are going to also be inviting you to join us tomorrow. Next Saturday, two things happening almost simultaneously. We have, I have to tell you about the second annual Pride flag raising at Fresno City Hall. Second annual this Friday, 11:30 a.m. And then Saturday, we have a nature walk at Circle V to the San Joaquin Valley, and this is where the Indigenous and Environmental Resource Center is going to be, currently being developed. Thank you for Laura Gromas for all the hard work you've done. That hike is 9 a.m. to 10:30. Everyone is invited. And then also that same day, 11 a.m. to 12:30, March for Our Lives. There's going to be the Fresno protest for gun safety. This is happening nationwide. So I will be there at 11 o'clock. Eva will be leading the nature walk at the soon-to-be Indigenous Center. So there's lots and lots and lots you can do. And I'm sorry, virtual campus, this is one moment where we're kind of more happening on our Alluvial Ave than on our virtual campus, but we'll make it up to you, I promise. Okay, last but not least, we have a tradition. If this is your first, second, or third time, we like to gently welcome you. You could have been anywhere on this glorious day. You chose to be with us, and we want to say thank you. So if you're feeling brave, and it's your first, second, or third time, could you rise for just a moment? We won't leave you standing by yourself for long. Welcome, 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 welcome. I invite the rest of the congregation to rise with them. If you came in a pod, you can join hands. If you came not in a pod, let's place our hands over our precious hearts. Our closing words are by the Reverend Rick Hoyt, adapted. Go forth, because we are always going forth from somewhere, going from our homes, our childhoods, going into mysteries and questions, getting to the other side. Go forth. Carry with you the love of this place and let it light your way. May it give you strength for the journey. Que así sea, bendito sea. May it be so. Blessed be. Amen.
Go from here in peace, go with love. Go here in peace, go with love. Go from here in peace, go with love. In love, go in peace.
Shalom and assalamu alaikum. Oh.